I don't leave. I was kind of behind on work for the week, so kind of had to take like 2 days off to just kind of grind. Nah, I'm playing with Olympics. Many a rank 1 has been pushed with Ollie over the days. He's a little rusty. He just came back, but we'll get your 2-4 in eventually, and I just gotta get some games going. No estimated time on this 2's queue. Go shuffle him. Healer meta? I think that is maybe gonna let more healers play the game. Hopefully HPAL doesn't just go God mode and even outshine Holy Priest. People sleep on HPAL. Disgusting. My least favorite healer to be good. Like, they just keep overbuffing it for no reason. Like, they gave it an extra 5% on wall for no reason when it's already like a better bark skin every 45 seconds. They gave it 1 minute trinket for no reason. They like buffed like the healing output on a few things by like 30% for no reason. Like, they didn't nerf its mana. Like, they didn't undo lay on hands and dampening. Like, I mean, it'll be a little less toxic with one bop, but I'm sure HPAL will do really good. I hate HPAL. Yeah, it is the smorkiest, like, low skill cap healer. You just run in and throw cooldowns around like your Oprah. But I think Holy Priest probably will be the best healer. That's just massive, massive changes. And then, Sub didn't really get any changes. They only nerfed Feint for Outlaw, which is really strange. Fire somehow got a nerf when Fire is dog shit. Frost didn't get a nerf when it's literally the best class in the entire game, best spec. I'm playing no supercharger just to test it out. These are just for science games. Double Vanish and Gnome. Will I be able to move my character? I shouldn't play it in this matchup, but I kind of just want to get in the habit. He pre-walled already? Love to see it. I'll just trigger this late. Do a gouge. And I'll just bomb this. Got trinket. Time stops. Rest in peace, getting peeled. Play we keep road. Nice, we kept them. Oh, Idea blinded to get a sap, but he's good combat for no reason. I just wanted to remove the dots. Might be dead here. I just don't do enough damage as this spec to actually kill them when they didn't have trinkets. Somehow I'm out DPSing an Asa though as no damage spec. I'm still doing like 500k DPS somehow. Most details is just lying to me. I cloak fire breath or whatever he goes for here. I think we're still dead. Wait till after the 40% to do the big abyss. think we're just dead here, though. I have no DRs to feel. 60% damp, the game's starting. And blind rogue in 3. Stun rogue in 2. Yeah. Crazy, I was ahead of him 1 damage most of that game. Sub's not getting any changes at all now. If anything, it's getting technically nerfed the way this shift is going to happen, or buffed. Either Holy Priest will be so broken and so good for sub that it'll be a buff, or there will just be more H-Pals, more Rets, more Arms Warriors, and that'll be bad. And less mages. But I think mage changes don't really do anything. Frost is still going to be broken. But even then, most of Europe is playing Outlaw. Because sub is struggling really bad into mage. For mage v mage. Like, Feral Mage is way more popular over there. And then you just kind of see Outlaw RMP, like RMP mirrors. Because like Outlaw can hit a Frost Mage better than a Sub Rogue can. And Mage is like half the game. Anyway, Slight. What do you think sub needs right now? I think it's just Asla needs nerfs, and more of an RMP problem than it is a sub rogue problem. I think it's just properly balancing Frost. Like, Frostbite just needs to get removed. And then Mage just needs more defensive nerfs, I think. Is this Polyphia? It is. That's actually not bad. 1.8 top end of this for no symbolic. No supercharge. And is doing less damage as a gnome. Gnome is really hit or miss though. Like, it only is a quality of life into like mage or hunter. I don't like Gore ever. Even if you play a rotten build, Gorma is terrible. Like, even if you do like a rotten Gorma build, it's doing like 1.5 mil. Like, the energy portion of it can be okay if you're like not playing T, I guess, but the Trill version of the build is just without Gore is just better. But I think in general, I think newbie rogues really like the Trill build. And every like good rogue I've talked to doesn't really like it for most situations. And they just have to wonder why all of their chats like are trying to gaslight them into playing it. Like, Calv's always like, why are these people trying to make me play the Trill build? And, you know, Waz didn't really like it. Calvish doesn't really like it. Like, I think if you're playing Shuffle or, like, Blitz, or if you're playing, like, RPS or something, it's really good. But I think if you're gonna play, like, RMP, or, like, anything where you're trying to do a lot of burst in a specific window, it's not really good. Yeah, it's kind of just you drop finality. This isn't even right. 'Cause you drop finality and you drop pre-med. And you drop dark brew. And you're just getting like some 600k rotten shadow strikes, which is nothing. And flag kind of keeps your abyss stable of what you're losing with finality. Your rupture goes down significantly. But you don't have to care about finality, you don't have to care about darkest night. You just kind of go bird, you just spam your rotation and you do a bunch of passive AoE, which is usually a bunch of fake damage on details to pets that doesn't even count on the end scoreboard screen, where it'll be like on details it's like, oh, you did like 100 more million than you actually did, and then you'll play the score screen and it won't really be there, where it's just like a bunch of fake AoE damage. Now that being said, secret tech fucks as the troll build like really hard, because you're getting an extra like 10 to 20% from flawless form, the extra cooldown reduction on it, and then you're also stacking up flag for it for another like 30% also. Since like secret tech doesn't really care about finality, you're only really losing dark brew. But I don't always play it. But this is like just the go burr AoE PvE melee fiesta shuffle. I don't play it that often, but. And honestly, I would play it with pre-med. It's just Trill doesn't play pre-med. I think it's crazy. Like, I would rather lose Weapon Master than lose pre-med. Like, the goes where you don't have blades, you're just... When you have, like, a Vanish pre-med or, like, Meld pre-med into, like, another Dance pre-med, it, like, kind of gives you a fake blades. Changes Tuesday? I think they're decent. I don't know, they're kind of weird, though. A lot of them don't make sense. Like, Fire didn't make sense. They haven't gone, like, more than 10 seconds without buffing Paladin. It blows my mind. Look fair. Didn't do it. Doesn't bear. Oh, nice, it is now. Got skin anyway. He leaves bear, nice. Might sap that if I'm lucky. I get the sap. Didn't feint this, kind of scary. I get MC'd so I can't stop the clone. Can't secret tech, so I'll break CC. Oh, the MC got my secret tech. Feint any restuns in a sec. Got swap. Kick penance in a sec. Let the MC go off before I stun, that way he's on DR. Even though he didn't get it still, because we melded it or something. Got another feints up and skin, big overlap. Really bad MC because now they can't really go for a stun clone or anything. Not really a good gouge pre-stun for me because I don't have dance. Very dance charge starved here. It's not great. Cloak the penance, I guess. Guardian me. I have blades and like 8. I just need to farm dance charge, but keep him in combat. Gouge him out of bear. Rest in peace, my crit proc. Got skin for no reason, even though he's on stun DR at 100% HP. I think us lining around is better for me. Yeah, his Incarn's coming back up, but I gotta farm dance for a bit anyway. And our mana is way worse because Holy Priest is on much worse spec than Disc. Priest out of combat, but faint that. We're insane. Well, not like it was skillful, but like we're not ever gonna take damage. Think of this. Just look up MMO champion or Wowhead. I don't know if Avuro's going that hard with competing this season. I think he's just playing for fun. There's a couple new, like, nice matchups, though, I think. Like, Chun, Dippy, and Flop are, like, a team, apparently. And Nozom. I'm a fan of this. I'm not going to use much. A really bad vanish from him. Because my priest in angel form for most of it. So he's not going to get big Garrotes on both of us. Farm at the end of angel form just so he doesn't continue to get big Garrotes. Then we can just kidney. Think of this. Emerald. Might just kill through it. Wanted to swap dragon there. Probably shouldn't have trinketed aggro. That was a little smart. Trinket faint. Get my sap. Oh, I should have disarmed down to that. That sucks. I just tried to pre-gouge the feint, but I do think with disc this would just be like an auto win. I only have to like try because it's holy, and we just lose on mana because it's holy. Frustrating way to lose for sure, but we lost to it last time, but get out the feint. Gonna re-feint. That was a good bomb. I don't think he was going for what he did on accident, but he like pre-bombed my shadow stepping to him. I think it was just like a 1.8 Darkest Night. Really low, because I'm not playing Supercharge, I don't think. Or no, I did go Supercharge that game, I forgot. It probably is in the 2 mils, maybe, since he's leather, and only leather takes damage in this game. Yeah, 2.7. No, I haven't been doing any kata. There's a fake me on there that does triple DPS, it's not me. He's like, I'm not even a gladiator, and he's just really cringe. Like, I gave him gold to give me my name back, because he extorted me. And then he took my gold and didn't even give me the name back. Like a WoW token's worth. But yeah, he's had my name for multiple expansions of Classic. Because I played on Horde originally for TBC. He like had it in TBC even. Because I was playing Horde and he was on he reserved it on the Alliance server when I didn't intend to play Alliance ever on Classic. I think Mage is still going to be broken. It's the best DPS in the entire game right now. But yeah, no, I only played Kata Season 1. I didn't even finish the end of the season. And then I came back for literally like 1 day because Aegis asked me to play. And we just played RMP with earplugs in full Season 1 gear. And we did not that bad for being really under-geared. And then I just didn't play again after that. I feel bad because someone gave me a bunch of Kata Gold. Because I got rid of all my Kata Gold when I quit, and then I was complaining I couldn't afford enchants, and then someone gave me like 20k to buy enchants. And then I ended up not playing the rest of the season. Just because I didn't have people to play with. But I asked Aegis to play a few more times, but he didn't want to, because he didn't want to get the legendary staff. And I didn't really want to raid either, so. But yeah. I don't think MOP will last more than a season, even if it's a good game. I don't think Blizzard really... It's gonna do what they need to do to, like, revitalize Arena. I don't think they're gonna revamp the actual rating system or MMR system. And, like, do away with inflation. Didn't faint that even though I pressed it. Re-faint over the faint. Got free wall. Bam, disarm and couldn't get it on top of him somehow. Maybe get a half step. Base combat, I get it, nice. A little scary here. I didn't think that. Prime stops. We feared into it, feels bad. Pick the spirit bloom though. Do a gouge. Do a kidney. Do power farm in the dance. Disarm the rest of his subterfuge. No gnome for this, feels bad. Rest in peace, all my modifiers. Rescue OP, I guess. Guess I'm getting a re. Or I could just stay combat until we die. Faints air. I mean, I guess he thought I was going to ban him early with no CC on healer with Noli's out, but... And then he re-fainted over his feint before it was even over. Cloak the kidney just to take some damage off. Faint. Three faints while he's still on Slim DR. I give precog, feels bad. At least we didn't chastise into it. Got the nullies off. Might be dead here. Trying to gouge, but I just can't get in front. I think it's disarm. I could stun him in one. Got trinket there. I'm still dead though. Yeah, I'm more scared of the dragon than I am the rogue. Apparently Olympics frames fucked up. But that should be easy then. Thing is, a lot of the nimble damage is just fake on pets. You won't even have it on the real score screen. Yeah, the dragon did 70 mil on details. 56 mil on that. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, the more secret tech damage is nice, but time to go disc. I mean, I'm not a meta slave. I play sub when it's bad. I play sub when it's great, like it is right now. And then, you know, it's like karma. So you invest in the Holy Priest now, and then they're willing to play with you when they're broken. You don't take pre-bet for shuffle? I said Trill's build doesn't take shuffle. I think dropping Weapon Master for it makes sense. Like, I think doing this makes more sense. Just moving this over so that you can move Weapon Master back one. I don't know. I think people, though, just have better results as Trickster, and then they try to pass it on as Trickster is better, but it's just that Trickster is easier. Because I've tried it a bunch, and Calv has tried it too. And Waz has tried it. There's a reason we all kind of are on the same page with it. Trill's always just doing weird shit. Now, if you're playing like RPS or something, it's good. But I just think losing this damage reduction is a huge deal. And then losing the Shadow Step cooldown is a huge deal. And then just the Rupture pad and everything with this is a huge deal too. Like, you do the similar DPS as both builds overall. It's just you can kind of actually line the damage up when you want it. I want to trigger this gouge so bad. I shouldn't have, but I'm just permanently RP walking the whole game. Because AoE 84% shivs. Asa needs AoE Chains of Ice every other fucking global in their damage rotation. I don't even get the Nully stack that I wanted. I was gonna cheap shot one stack, gouge one stack. And then my gouge breaks for no reason, so he gets to faint. I probably got a weapon enchant proc or something off the rupture tick. So I don't even get to gouge bomb without faint. Maybe I get a re off this to sap. Got the sap. Can't believe he didn't just focus throw at me and keep me slowed. Going through faint. I don't have time to wait. Got emerald. No bomb for it. Feels bad. Let that sit, I guess. Might still just be dead here because I'm more worried about the dragon. Gonna get slept here. Still have faint for this, but gonna get re-cheap shot though. Gnome that. Ooh, that feels good. Let this sit out before I go. Get my sap. Got trinket, maybe kill through. Kick sleep in a sec. Ah, kick spirit plane. Do a kidney. Faint that. Get re-cheap. I'll just forget disarm the rest of the improved Garrote. Do a gouge. JK gets slept. Hopefully he dispels me so I can gouge. Nice, he doesn't get the Garrote off. Huge. Might be dead here, I didn't faint it. God, I can't wait for the Holy Priest buffs, man. I can't get into that. Feels bad. Berg's gonna get a re. Rees are much more valuable for him than they are for me. Because he has subterfuge and I don't. My spec doesn't have the quality of life of having damage if you get rid of people vanish. Only Asset and Outlaw get to take double vanish for free and not be energy starved. Yeah, it just depends on your playstyle. Like, I think in Calv's playstyle, there's not a single comp where Trickster is better. That's also just, like, his skill set and what he's good at. Like, if you're gonna just brute force PvE, then yeah. But that's not how Calvish plays. So, like, for him, it doesn't make sense to ever play Trickster. Like, if you're playing, like, RPS or, like, Rogue Boomy, sure. Acid damage chart? Yeah, Garrote. Usually, like, the only button that matters. This Garrote's really low, for some reason. I think with Disc, we would just auto win that no matter what. Wouldn't even be close, but... Wow, Ollie's even buying the cheapo enchants. Bro. That's true too, but... I think even if you're brute forcing with people, your own gameplay of adapting to people still... It's like, do you want to have a wide burst win condition or not? And that's still going to come down to things he does. Whether he's playing like some rogue windwalker, whether he's playing with a wizard, or, you know. Like, there's still an element of control that you can have. Like, there's a reason why he doesn't play it in shuffle either. Because by your logic, it would just be like, it's so much better in shuffle that you would just play it in shuffle. Granted, a lot of people don't take shuffle seriously, but just like a PvE bracket already, but... I think it's just, if you know how to set up the burst gives you a wider win condition. Because it's not even like the Trickster build does more DPS a lot of times. That's like the only team queuing. 11 out of 10, thanks, man. Think that. I'll blind since he got stopped. Fuck fire breath. Give him cog, feels bad. Big time stop though. Run away so we don't get double gridded. Gouge in the kidney. He doesn't have dome because he's a holy priest, so I might just die. If it was this guy, I would just get domed and be completely fine. He double feints back to back. But he's panicking or something. Doesn't really matter though. Have to be careful here. I get corroded. Might just be dead randomly. Don't care that he fainted. Banisher doesn't stop me on the sap. Probably shouldn't have triggered that. I mean, I got the feint off. Otherwise, I'm just dance charge starved. And we just get double corroded. Poke the fly stun. Feint. I have feint for that. Pick the Nelly. Set my healer to get there, JK. Gets faint. Rescues him like 10 feet. Rest in peace, my blades. How many angel forms? Gouges me so I can't faint. Still angel form, so. When the angel form ends, we'll disarm so he doesn't get a growth on my healer. Think of this. Can't sap that. No feint for 2, I'm about to get stunned. out the feint. Just Chains of Ice by a healer, so he's gonna get a free restealth. Gouged him on it though. I'm this late. Down he goes. JK. 60% damp. The game is starting. Farm the rest of his improved Garrote window. And then I'll vanish, run away so I don't get Garroted. Okay, it's over. He pre-faints. I think I should be able to just kill here then. Kidney him on his kidney. He's just going to get rescued away though. Look at this. Oh, fucked up. Might still kill though. Nice. When you T and kill him in duel? I don't know, man. I can pull up the changes. They were announced like 2 days ago though, or yesterday. Generally, they're always on MMO Champion or Wowhead. And Friday is usually when they announce changes for Tuesday. Oh yeah. If they don't specifically say like does not count in PvP, then that means it goes through. So like there's the PvE changes up here. And then the PvP changes are here. But if there's like a PvE change like this, where it doesn't say does not affect PvP, then that means it does, even though it's a PvE change. So by that nature, Shadow Priest got a nerf for no reason. And Fire Mage got a nerf for no reason. Even though the Frost and Arcane changes didn't affect PvP. So like Fire got a PvE nerf that affects PvP for no reason, even though it's like with the worst spec. Makes no sense. But yeah, big dragon healer buffs, big Augvoker buffs, big HPAL buffs, big like Holy Priest is just going to ascend into God mode. Like Holy Priest is like being like ×3 or ×5'd. Usually they just give it small little, you know, floor almonds, and then always still the worst healer, even though it's been buffed like 700 times. But yeah, Holy Priest is just going to be God mode. Feral is getting a small nerf, I think. They're nerfing the Mortal Strike. I think it caps out at like 16% instead of like 25, I think. I don't remember the exact number. Which is huge. I was cheering for that one. Too much FMP. I need more RMP in my life. Yeah. So it's a 4% Mortal Strike nerf. That's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Yeah, the gist of it is they buffed a lot of the healers. I think they buffed the hero talents so people don't play on Hunter, though. I think sub is really good right now, actually. But it's also just like the state of RMP. But you see outlaw more than sub right now on Europe. Like Europe is just outlaw mage every game. I think outlaw does better into mage, and mage defines the entire meta right now. There's like feral mage, rogue mage. People were even playing demon hunter mage over there. slept. He's gonna come over and grope me now. Actually, he doesn't grope me. Love to see it. Getting a re-slept. They need to be able to spam poly. Vanish the vanish. Get corroded here, can't avoid it. Actually, I ranged it. Let him faint. See some low, dragon kicks it. Poke the fire breath. Get 8 weak roaded, feels bad, man. Purpose bomb, love to see it. Three feints air. Might as well just be dead here. Crazy, the game we play insane, we lose. And then the games where we play bad, we just went for free. They didn't like stop a single go the entire game. It just gets one sleep into sleep. What point do you rotate Shiv? It's like between the goes where I'm like trying to kite. Or while they're just like frantically running away and I'm not dancing. To like make it harder for them to run the entire game. But for the most part, you don't even need to play it. I think it's still better in most matchups to just not play it and just have passive crippling and have more globals energy or like snare reduction. The only reason I play it is because I'm too lazy to switch my talents every single game. And I will forget to go it specifically against warriors when they have the new Zerker Roar. Because you can kind of... the unkillable war banner that affects their whole team and just makes the next CC for each of them like triple DR for like 10 seconds. When they Zerker Rage, you can remove that with Shiv. I've been playing Shiv more to get that off. Yeah, I guess MS nerf doesn't affect jungle, yeah. I just meant overall for like FMP. But can you remove Zerker Roar? They have to pick between whether they want to just war banner their team or whether they want to be a tremor totem, which both are disgusting. The tremor totem should not be in the game for warrior. Disgusting. I think Deathstalker is just better, but I think Trickster is easier to play. I think in like Shuffle and like if you're playing like PV comps like Rogue Boomy or Rogue Lock or like RPS, like maybe Trickster can be good, but because there's just less going on and you're just tab swapping every global. The lingering's great. The cooldown reduction on Shadow Step is great. And then the extra damage reduction is great. Like the sap range is nice on Trickster, but like coup de grace makes you gap your stuns sometimes. And then you don't have any extra mobility because coup de grace is not a gap closer anymore. The problem is like the main reason sub feels fun is just gouge, and Aslan Outlaw can do that too. Like I think if you're gonna play the Trickster build, you might as well just play Asa or Outlaw, because Outlaw is just gonna have more mobility. Like almost all of Europe is Outlaw right now. It's just Outlaw, Rogue, Mage, Mirrors over there, because Outlaw can touch a Mage and sub can't. Which is why I've been trying Gnome Rogue with double Vanish to see if that lets me touch a Mage, but maybe the mobility nerfs for Mage will matter tomorrow or Tuesday. So a couple more days, but. Asa just does way more damage though too. And Garota's just a whole nother DR of CC. Yeah, Trickster, you just go burn, you just mash finishers. You don't really care about counting your finishers for Darkest Night. You don't really care about finality. It's just kind of outlaw. You just finishers per minute. Just sending a bunch of abysses and secrets in any order. There's no like, oh, I want to refresh Rupture early, or, you know, do a non-maxed out abyss to get finality back, you know, like there's no little variations like that. You just spam finishers. And you have more cooldown reduction on Secret Tech. And you have a lot of just passive AoE on every attack. And they made Nimble smart AoE and not break CC anymore, which is good. So if it's like 4 melee drooling on each other and shuffle, yeah, you get a bunch of like fake pet damage, but it's still a lot more AoE, and Secret Tech's a lot better. Because you gain a lot of mastery here, or a lot of finisher damage here. That also scales well with Flag and the, like the mastery of Flag and just a few other modifiers. Like, Secret Tech critting is also really important, and then like an extra 10% crit chance is really good. Then you also have like an extra 6% crit here too. Because then at that point, you're just getting 16% more crit chance on just those 2 talents alone for Secret Tech. And then you also just have the modifier of Flag being 30%, and then you have like 10 to 20% from Flawless Form. So like Secret Tech does way more and is a shorter CD. So you AoE a lot. It kind of looks like this, but Trill doesn't even go pre-med. He does this. But. You can, yeah. Look fair. Got a 3 mil Fizz of this there. God, Secret Tech did 3 million to the priest. Did I get 2 crits? Oh, it's good I did 2 of them, I think. No? Didn't crit, yeah. That doesn't seem right, though. We have 7 hits instead of 6. For 2 casts. And they're usually way higher than that, because, like, average 500k wouldn't be that high. I'm very confused at that. Just has to be that it was 2 secrets, I guess. Yeah, is iMorph updated yet? Tried to use it the other day, but just crashed my game. And then I saw Calvish using it. And I just refreshed it. Maybe my game like updated or something. Nah, it's not updated. One on the site's the same one I tried the other day. Not really, no. Like, even if you're good at League, there's not really viewership in it either, it's dead. I'm just trying to find other work right now, and then, like, still streaming part-time. I'm not, like, fully going 6 days a week, because I'm trying to do a lot of other stuff right now, too. Weird, I'll check that, but... The archive. No, that's not right. I think I found it actually in the archive. Let me see if this works. Hopefully I don't crash and miss the queue. Moment of truth. It worked. Hell yeah. Thank you for the archive. Yeah, the one on the archive was 59679, and then for whatever reason the front page has like 70. Don't have to be a gnome anymore. But like, it's okay. Good for like killing totems and siphons and stuff. But you also could do Swift Death. You also could do AoE Rupture. It's just preference. The only choice that like actually matters is whether you're playing T or Subterfuge. And the right answer is T. I'm starting to try to play Subterfuge more though for fun, but we'll see. He's still back with my gouge even though I waited. What fair maybe? Couldn't. Hit swap. Pick penance in a sec. Actually, I don't want to pick for 3. Gonna backflip, but it's fine. Getting feared here. I don't mind it. There's a couple weird changes, like I don't get how fire got nerfed. Or how, like, soft they were on frost when frost is insanely broken. or no hunter nerfs. I don't know, a lot of weird changes, but some of them are good. Like they buffed Dragon, they buffed H-Pal, they buffed Holy Priest. Buffing more healers just means there's more healers playing, even though most of the healers just reroll and play everything, but... Yeah, I hate paladins. Last season was already just double or triple pala every single shuffle lobby. I don't know why they buffed their wall, or, you know. Why they still have lay on hands going through dampening. Like, H-Pal is just like my least favorite healer to be meta. I used to like hate Druid metas the most, but actually, when you think about it, H-Pal has ruined like more expansions than any other healer. It ruined like the end of Legion, it ruined almost all of BFA. It was really boring to fight even in WoD with the Asa Arcane RM Pala bullshit. Like, I don't know, Pally's just always really, really bad for the game. You just run around and it's the most skillless healer and you just throw CDs around like your Oprah. And you have infinite mana. And it just makes the game really zug-zug PvE because you can't really do goes when you have like 37 defensives to go through the flowchart wise. Kind of like the issue that like Way of the Crane Monk had, where there's just not an issue where you can ever play the game on it. Like if you want to go in H-Pal, you don't want to go through like a bunch of, like if you're fighting like SP H-Pal, like that's a historically common dampener kind of comp the last few expansions. Like Rogue Shadow Priest Pally, Feral Shadow Priest Pally on NA at least. If you want to like go the H-Pal because you don't think you can kill the SP, they have basically a better than Barkskin every other stun of the entire game that they can press while stunned. And then Bubble and Bop are just more trinkets. And then now with the new human change for healers, which I think should have happened just because it was dumb that human did literally nothing for a healer. But you have 1 minute trinket. So it's like wall while stunned, 1 minute trinket, wall while stunned, 1 minute trinket, wall while stunned, Bubble or Bop, wall while stunned, 1 minute trinket, wall while stunned. There's no window where you ever could go them. Kind of like what monks used to have with like Way of the Crane, trinket, Way of the Crane, you know, like where it's like, okay, I can stun him in like 5 more goes. And then the whole, just their hero talents in general are just really toxic. Like the whole, you know, just being a Spirit Link totem, like Sacred Weapon is just disgusting and should not be in the game. Like at least like when priests and dragons and monks and stuff are playing aggro and they're like doing cross CC and they're bursting for like a couple million and you know they're actually doing stuff. It's weird because even when a pally goes in for like a Hodge or rep, it doesn't seem like they're doing anything. Even if they do like a 700k judgment or something. It's like all fake random damage and not like actual, oh, the healer helped you 30-0 the guy. I don't think red's gonna be that popular still, but because we're still like in a wizard meta, or specifically just a frost mage meta. Why outlaw's more popular on Europe? Because it's like the only rogue spec that can kind of hit a mage. Outlaw's still really good, yeah. There's just a lot less honor talents and stuff. Roll the Bones haste is gone. Cloak, physical cloak like immunity veil is gone. Shadowy duel is gone. The only thing we got back was like this new talent that makes feint super OP if you pre-feint a stun. But Gouge also doesn't like break the dots anymore. So that's like a huge deal. Bro, good micro CC on me. That was like my whole flag. Threw my trinket. And dispel. I'll let him backflip because I'm going to sap this. On this. Drink another walk. Get a resap. Nah, I guess combat. Fire breath. Getting slept. Big of this, he's dead. JK. Snowy's up. Very scary for us here. Hopefully Gouge doesn't break. Didn't. Foggers. Going without CC. Who needs it? Evidently I do, because he gets rescued away. Dodge the sigil. JK, it still hits me even though I stepped over it. Got another trinket there. We have one shot next dance with no trinkets. Well, healer is trinket, but as long as we don't just die here though, because Holy Priest. And I'm the one dying. Dragon misses his fly stun on me. He gets Nelly's up. Feels bad. Getting feared on nothing. I'm doing incap. I'm gonna lose my stacks probably. New free blares. Getting slept 3 times. I shouldn't have re-ruptured. I should have just did double of this and not cared about Darkest Night. I just wanted to farm the power farm dance back, but I'm like AFK way too long. I think I'm just dead. Yeah, I guess soloed by the healer. That sucks. That should be a really free matchup before disc, but should still kind of be free with Holy, but yeah, Gouge Change is good. Feint is way more important than Cheat Death now. But yeah, it's just you get lower energy feint and more damage reduction if you pre-feint to stun. So like if you feint to stun, it's borderline paints up, which is just insanely broken. Can't use it in a stun, no. You just have to outplay the stun. But I mean, that's really easy to do because like feint is off global. So there's no like I'm doing my rotation and I can't press it. They changed feint to be off global mid-season 1 also. Just like, oh, my healer got CC'd. Oh, I just came off stun DR feint. And you have 2 of them, so even if you fuck it up, you just re-feint after. Really, really good. There is, yeah, you get an add-on called Diminish. You get the one that says fixed by Jasa. And then you also want to potentially get the War Within fix with the exclamation marks like that. Some people, Diminish doesn't work if they don't get that. Some people it does, I don't know. But, then you're just able to track your own DRs. And it helps you track target and focus DRs, like when you're not doing arena. For like world PvP and duels and battlegrounds and stuff like that. You can just like have DRs like on the target and focus frame. I just got the Omnibar bug. I gotta wait. The game froze. Hopefully I don't miss you. Usually it's like 30 seconds, but I went into Omnibar earlier to show Zerker Roar. If you ever go into Omnibar and then you change settings, it just crashes your game. How long you be streaming? Not long. Probably like another hour. I started really late today. I wanted to just do 3s, but couldn't find a 3rd. The mages are too booked up. AWCing. How you look like that dead? I'm using a program called iMorph. A lot of streamers use it. It's technically frowned upon. On everyone else's screen, I'm a gnome. Just entirely cosmetic, so that I don't have to be a gnome or an orc. Yeah, I can just kind of... It's just a model changer for my screen and no one else's screen. Yeah, I would definitely go undead if there was just no racials in the game, even though they ruined undead animations compared to what they used to be. If you do like an NPC, it can be old school undead. But if you do like your actual player, it'll always be the new school. That's why the NPC I was doing was old school undead, except for Fan of Knives. For whatever reason, if you do something that has old school, like Fan of Knives and Fate, do like a little Blade Storm instead. Even with in-game, like not even model changer. Like if you like use Noggin Fogger potions or whatever to like turn into the skeleton, that technically has old school undead animations, and then it'll just Fan of Knives and Faint will just look weird. Yeah, I don't know, because it's not like that on Classic either, for like Kata and Mop and stuff. 5-minute 2's queue, poggers. Ooh, finally a reason for being gnome. Yeah, people have not really been banned for model changers really ever, and if they have, they're lying. And they got banned for like botting or something. I've seen people try to like blame model changers when they're like kickbotting or something, but I've never seen someone like falsely do it. Yeah, I used Evermorph and Kata. I used, you know, T-Morph, I-Morph, like... I don't know, as long as you're not doing like, anything egregious with it. I don't think they're gonna get rid of paying customers when it doesn't negatively affect anyone. It just keeps people from burning out and getting mad at how poorly balanced the racials are. And people are just forced into Night Elf Orc and, you know, for like 10 years. Get rerouted on the dispel. Watch counterplay very well. What was my highest of this thinking? 1.5? That's not... I mean, that's pretty bad, but... For no symbolic, no supercharge, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's still really bad. I think that's just kind of what it... Because if I was playing T with no subterfuge, it'd probably be capped at like 2 mil, 2.2 maybe into that. Maybe 2.5. Yeah, it's like a million less without supercharge. How you doing, Goot? Only ETA 2 minutes on the twos, because the other one's just shuffled, but maybe I should take off the time and queue week where people don't just get debated by a shuffle queue. Running honor gear? No. So we got Gilded Crest from 2100 or like PV content. I got it from 2100 plus PvP. We got PV crafted from those crests for the helmet and the legs. And then we did Bloody Token Belt, Bloody Token Gloves, Bloody Token Bracers, Bloody Token Cape. And then at 2500 Conquest earned, you get free weapons. And then our first 9 heraldries from the crafting quest, we did Rings and Neck. And then our conquest points we spent on chest for tier set, shoulders for tier set, on use trinket. And then we bought a medallion because we couldn't afford boots, even though this is the piece you should upgrade last. I wanted to get it. Because I figured I was just gonna PV crap boots next week anyway. And then I was gonna start saving my conquest for whether I want to go 4-piece or whether I want to go like engineering goggles or something. I'll probably go 4-piece on this rogue just to test it out. Interested to see what people do on the tournament realm, because I didn't sign up for AWC. I think the deadline's a couple more days, but... no, it's just on CurseForge. But yeah, most of my add-on settings are on the Discord, but not like the actual raw add-ons themselves. It would be just too much of a hassle every time they get updated, trying to like re-upload them all and zip them all and take out the ones that aren't relevant for stream, just so people aren't downloading a bunch of shit they don't need, like the troubleshooting bug add-on or like PvE stuff that isn't really needed that I don't always use, or like the sharing alt keybinds and stuff across your characters for like tournament realm and like setting up. I have 2 WoW accounts, but yeah, it's a hassle to like do that. So like everything that has imports like Omnibar, Big Debuff doesn't have an import. Omnibar, S Arena doesn't have an import. It's really just imports for weak auras. And Omnibar. And Better Blizz. Better Blizz frames and plates are like 80% of my UI. One of my mods made these, it's insane. It's the combat indicator, it's the old school combo points, it's like the dark mode border around the UI. It's the buff filtering, where it's like taking out buffs you don't need to see. It's also like the buff highlighting and sorting them to the front of the line, which is really good because like big debuffs only shows one thing at a time. But then if you just kind of have like the really important buffs be larger than others and like highlighted at the front, then you can kind of see multiple big debuffs at the same time, kind of like, oh, like Roar of Sacrifice is more noticeable while they're in a stun kind of thing. So yeah, Better Blizz, insane. Most OP add-on in the game. Besides weak auras. You just gotta set it up right. Capable of anything. But yeah. Shout out to Bodify, the legend who made it. Why is the wizard broadcasting alarm? You playing Hunter or something? Nah. Guess he's actually complaining about Rogue Mage because it's OP. I don't think he's talking about me. This is the most OP I've seen Rogue Mage in a hot second, but so is Feral Mage and everything else for the Mage. I was not playing Supercharger feel. Honestly, I'm just feeling it out. It doesn't. I'm losing like 1,000,000 damage, but I don't know. It's kind of smooth. Got turtle. I mean, I think that the supercharged portion feels so mandatory, because in Dragonflight you used to play T and Subterfuge and it was fine. You just didn't have the Reprimand. And the Reprimand was just the cheese build, and then you had your normal build. Like, needing supercharge to do damage is much worse designed, because then you're just energy starved. And then if you're not playing Subterfuge, then you're like Dance Charge starved, because of the stupid Dance Charge nerfs before they got rid of the cooldown reduction on Vanish. Tempted to just gnome this slow. I just can't move the whole game. Love being chains of ice by a hunter on my entire blades. The crit immune's air, even though he's on stun DR. I gnome that, but get lassoed. Might get soloed by the healer. Pick the meatball. Think of this crit. Only did 1.6 mil, no supercharge. And he goes down. I mean, still 550k DPS there. As Subterfuge. It's not bad. I mean, Abyss is terrible at this. Like, you're doing less than, like, even a Trickster build with Abyss, but... because you're losing, like, the 20% mastery here, but... and you're losing 10 combo point finishers. But there's something to be said about having Gnome and 2 Vanishes. Nah, rooted the whole game. And even with Gnome and 2 Vanishes, they still had to sit a root. Crazy, you know, they just have multiple roots that don't DR and don't break on damage. And then even if you dispel Sentinel root, it just bugs and reroutes. That's mage spec Frost. Frost is the best spec in the entire game right now. EU is just Outlaw RMP mirrors, because Outlaw's the only rogue spec that can, like, touch a mage. Besides Feral. Like, FMP is also really popular over there. It's just how immortal they are with the barriers and just like their mobility after they've nerfed all the melee mobility mostly. Since they all have, you know, arcane level mobility for no reason. And blast wave. Like I think all three mage specs having DB is fine, but there's no excuse that all three of them should have blink backwards or that blink backwards should heal for that much. Or that all three of them should even have blast wave. Like only fire should have blast wave. Yeah, their damage is also just really nice too. Five-minute 2's queue again? Goddamn. I'm excited for the Holy Priest buffs on Tuesday though. Anyway, factory. Could have maybe step eat that, but no, we're fine. try to kick that. Grabs me defensively, DR for no reason. Gotta get capped on that. Oh, without CC, hopefully he has chastised. Not Ross. Could have gnomed that, but saving it for like actual hunter root since it just breaks / gets dispelled. Jesus, I just can't move the whole game. I just can't really get to the hunter, so I have to hit this guy a couple globals. Look the binding now to get over there. Lassoed, no trinket. I break that, feels bad. Blind hunter to live because I'm in like kill shot range. Another crit weapon killing totem. I think I'm still just dead here though. Kill both capstones. Gonna lose my crit buff here probably. Kinda. Maybe sap that. And do a cheap shot. Nuke attack. Trinket that. Restuns. Got blades without dance here. I shouldn't have stepped there though. That was bad. Because now I'm gonna get kited forever. That's why you never pre-blades anything. Can you the pet off me on Bestial Wrath? And then I fucking thought the binding ended. That's unfortunate. I have evasion in 2. I have to gouge this guy to make it to the evasion. Beige. Gnome that. No tremor. Get a re-earth grab. Almost have dance. Think of this. Shut off that. Really wishing I went DFA instead of step my teammate spam. It would have helped me have so much more uptime. Gouge the pet on Bestial Wrath in 3. Make sure I don't auto proc T here, so I have to kind of hold globals more. Keep farming dance on the pet. Painted that. Bomb this. Might be able to just kill. 71% dampening. Stuff's happening. Luckily, he has infinite mana in the angel form. They were oomed, so. $40 mil dam up on a BM Hunter as subterfuge is pretty nuts, though. Probably not. It is not really how much do healers heal problem. It's a how many cooldowns do people have. And the cooldown's like guaranteed save. Like if anything, it makes double DPS even worse. You just can't survive the 2 minutes that you need to play the game. Or more, like 2 to 5 minutes. When you have to get like 8 defensives to win the game. Especially when a lot of the defensives can just be pressed while stunned. I think the final nail in the coffin for double DPS was just all of the healer quality of life changes. Like the 90-second trinket and the CC nerfs and all that. I don't think there's any going back from that. We got a shuffle. I don't think they will ever create a double DPS bracket. There's just not like enough stock and twos. I mean, now it's just, they seem to be merging a lot of abilities, and people are usually okay with it. They want the game to be able to attract a new audience, it just doesn't. It's like they've merged a lot of abilities together. With like, you know, Water LA getting summoned by Veins, or, you know, Slice and Dice auto casting, Ism being into Mind Blast, Dark Arc being built into like Shadow Fiend. There's a lot of buttons now that are just like combined. I don't know if it's a full-on cooldown tracker, but yeah, like built-in weak auras for buff tracking and like procs and stuff is what they're doing. I don't know, it looks really jank though. If they banned weak aura for it, it'd be nice. But made it actually good. And not jank. They're built to sap that. Your penance in a sec. Might just be dead here. Yeah. Hit swap for me, but... I mean, the only way they actually attract a new audience for Arena and is to fully separate it from PV. Like, it needs to just be like a tournament realm server kind of thing. Private server mode. Where you just make a max level PvP character that can't do any PvE content or anything. And you're just stuck on PvP island. And improve the default keybind set to not just be 1 through equals. And have like default focus binds. Like warm people up to the idea of having like 2 or 3 focus CC keys and like 30 keybinds minimum. And then have a max level character right away for PvP. And then make all gearing kind of conquest vendor related. Crafting gear confuses people, and it's just a way to make people buy WoW tokens. Step behind bolt so it doesn't go off. Kidney the next bolt. See if pick oil. I might just die here though. Nice MC. He gets out though. Dodge the next one. Should have stepped the bolt instead of just stepping my healer. Forwards to stop my restyle. Might just die 100-0 here. I have cloak, but banish the bolt. Shutting bolt to go grab my soul. Probably not even worth, but here comes the coils. No, PFA it. Doesn't do it. Evage for damn reduct. I'll trigger because I'm out of LOS. Oh, I didn't get the kick still. Fainted this though. This fear path is terrible. I just die for it. Good guardian. Comes the Shatterbraid bolt for like 5 million. Double bolt kills both of us. Astro's definitely way easier. They're both good though. Astro is a really weak spec. Like that shouldn't be able to happen. It's just he gets to live that long because Holy Pally is actually not bad. HPL is just super busted in twos. Depends on the matchups you're playing, but I think sub is playable right now, which is pretty rare. So if you enjoy playing sub, might as well play what you enjoy. I think Asset will still be better though in a lot of cases, but even above like a Gladiator range, it's more popular, more represented, but I can't step cheap shot anyone. I'm so laggy. Probably gonna wait for shuffle after this one, and then end on a shuffle. I got some other IRL stuff I gotta do. Sorry for the short proc. I thought I was gonna have threes like 4 hours ago, but I just ended up working on other work. Probably another late start tomorrow, just because I'm really behind for the week. Sunday's my deadline. So I forgot to go back to Storm. Oh, it's BM, it's fine. Just some work I'm doing. Doing some search engine optimization stuff. I'm like 80% done with my workload for the week that I've kind of done in 2 days and grinded. Got paints up first global. I'm not gonna really blades or anything. No point. You use crit immune too. Paints up and crit immune, non-blades. Bit of evasion that. I was like still landing from the DFA and he was behind me. Got turtle. Dying to air because it's a BM hunter. Got another paints up out of the way. Cloak fear, JK, got blinded. Cloak some of the priest damage. Pretty crit immune's air. Guess I have to go into it anyway. Can't sap that. I want to, but I think I'm just dead here. Angel form, I have to get back in his line. Make sure I don't auto proc T here. Pretty cheap for him to get the fear. They trinket fear us back. With evasion in 15. There's evasion 3. Try to step kite the pets, gouge the pet on Bestial Wrath. Evasion's up. Press it when the pets actually get to me. Get soloed by the healer. Take a Vis crit. Might get my sap. Didn't get it. Try to gouge. I can't. Some CD for 1. You're blind the ulti pen, I don't care. I think I'm still dead though. Just so dance charge starved all game. Well, I could have maybe sat priest there, he dropped combat for a sec. For though, because Disc just has a much better mana than Holy. What's the binding? I'm gonna break that. I didn't know he was gonna just chastise defensively there. Just scatter half trapped. Gouge pet on Bestial Wrath. No evasion for 30. Bomb defensively, I guess. Stun the pet on Bestial Wrath. Stun healer. Stun healer's trinket. God, I just never have dance charge. What happens if you have to dance defensively though, I guess? And air horn your blades to move. Like that. He's drinking, so trying to set it up, but done the pet off, mate. Evasion is cooldowns. Can't sap that, but we'll probably chastise off that. Got turtle. Gouge just to save him the ability. Turn back. Almost have another dance. Gonna do a non-maxed out of this, so finality lines back up again. Oh, that's a terrible dance. In my head, I thought I had step. Pick ulti. I got crit immune there, though. If I don't just die. Look the next penance, probably. Look the binding. I'm dead this global, but I might be able to kill. The last time I'm getting top because we have no mana. And they still have 50% mana. And we still win. Holy shit, we're insane. We were for like fucking 5 minutes. Highest of this, 1.9 there. Not bad. For non-T. Or for non-supercharge. That was sweaty. I'm gonna wait for my shuffle. And then I'm gonna end on a shuffle. Since I've been in this queue 50 minutes, it should pop soon. Could be first in line. Yeah, that was a really good last game. Probably could have killed way sooner if I was just not playing Subterfuge or Gnome. Like if I was just playing T on like Human, but or Supercharge. And Disc. But maybe on Tuesday it'll like Holy will be insane. I think I'm trying to gank him or something. Surely we will get a shuffle pop. Now we gank the guy. Ah, manners, you know. Let him do his PV stuff, then kill him. Just wild grandma right here. I thought I would get a shuffle, to be honest, within like 5 minutes of coming out of twos. Otherwise, I would have just done a couple more twos to end on, but. There we go. I'm gonna stay this no supercharge bullshit. See how it feels. Bless you. Rest in peace, my blades. Can't stop this clone. At least he's still feared for one. I think we're dead here. Yeah. We had decent CC, it's just the hunter wasn't going for that many traps. Rogue's good right now, yeah. The war with infix, like, but exclamation mark, TWW fix, the name of the add-on. You have to do the exclamation mark. But yeah. That lets like old add-ons work. On CurseForge also. I evasion that and it still hit me, even though he's not behind me. Love to see it. Gonna get that, feels bad. It's on global, so I couldn't restun his trinket. It's Heart of the Wild's too fast. Swap. Probably dead here though. My priest has swap too, but he's in a DR clone. This should not be a 6-0 for the Boomy. This should be a good lobby for me. Healer's just really greedy with his CDs. It might just be a heal diff. Nah, because he won a game. I would have liked to see Fire get buffed and Frost actually get nerfed, but I would like to see some Hunter nerfs, obviously. I think they could have nerfed Feint for all three, not just Outlaw. I think they shouldn't have buffed Pally as much as they did. I think that was really dumb. Blind that clone. I overlap my blind. Second wall. I should not have trinketed that. In my head, I thought I still had blind, and I was just going to trinket blind sap to make use of my stun. I just threw that, but I mean, he was dead anyway, because it's second incarn. And we used everything on the first incarn. Can't get a half sap. Actually not going that bad. Yeah, we could clone here probably off that. We overlap kicks and give him precog. Now he is going to get the clone. I jinxed it. And once again, priests don't use swap at all this entire lobby. I've seen like one life swap in like 5 rounds. Talk about HPAL, not ret. Like they didn't need to buff wall. They already gave them 1 minute trinket. Like HPAL is just like the most gaslight spec. Like it has all of the quality of life you could ever ask for. It has a built-in orc as a talent. It has a bark skin that's better than bark skin. You basically have 3 trinkets with bubble and bop. You have 1 minute trinket as a human. For when you don't have bark skin. Like, HPAL is just disgusting. Lay on hands and dampening. I should not have let that clone go off. That was a good fake. Longest scatter ever. Well, this should have been like a 6 win for me, but the Boomy gets 5 wins and I only get 3. Somehow. Shouldn't be, but priests just don't want to swap almost every game in this round. Granted, one of the times he was DR cloned. But the other game, like, it was completely easy for him to swap. Or that we should have just sent it earlier in the game. Pick priest in a sec. Pick no step for 3. Pick ulti pen now. Wait out the fade, get a gouge. And do a stun. Poke the fly stun, get a re-cheap shot so we can get a clone. I did say I would end on a chef though, but sucks it's only a 3 and 3. It should have been way more, but I'm not playing AWC this season. I have a sneaking suspicion sub will get gutted. And I'm not really interested in playing Outlaw and Asa or like Windwalker or anything right now. I mean, I'll play my Windwalker ult a little bit, but not for like tournament level. But yeah. And I still have enough time. I'm trying to do some other part-time work. But if like there's like 4 or 5 more days to sign up, if like a dream team wanted me and it was just like sub RMP with like an EU mage or something, maybe, but I don't know. It would have to be like a for fun streamer team where I'm not like taking any hours off work or stream. That's just how Murphy's Law works, right? The one time where it doesn't fit my life at all is the time where RMP is good. You know, it just is what it is. Yeah, I'll catch you guys, hopefully tomorrow. It might be late again because I gotta finish some work still. But, for the week. And, yeah.